For President Joe Biden, the senators laboring over a nearly $1 trillion infrastructure package. There's just one question left. Can enough Republicans get to yes? 17 GOP senators joined all Democrats in voting this week to move ahead with the debate. The 67-32 vote was a strong bipartisan showing and a rarity these days in the narrowly split Congress. But whether the number of Republican senators shrinks or grows in the days ahead will determine if the president's signature issue can make it across the finish line. Senator Rob Portman of Ohio, the lead Republican negotiator, predicts support will only swell ahead of final votes.
And North Dakota's two Republican senators, John Hoeven and Kevin Cramer, were two of those Republicans who voted for moving ahead with the infrastructure debate. In a statement, Senator Hoeven says in part, quote, "As I've said throughout the negotiations, there is broad support for targeted infrastructure package to update our traditional infrastructure, but we must find responsible ways to pay for the legislation. As debate gets underway on this legislation, these are the factors that will determine whether or not I support final passage," unquote.
I'm comfortable at this point voting yes on the motion to proceed to the measure, and because I think we need to continue the debate on it. We need to look at opportunities to amend it if it needs amending. But I would put it this way, as a couple of others have. There's a big difference between investing on the demand side of an economy and investing on the supply side of an economy. Roads, bridges, transportation infrastructure that has as its primary purpose the profitability of commerce. It is the movement of goods and services. That investment to the supply side, it actually pushes against inflation. And it's wildly popular with the American public. So the pay-fors I've seen are adequate, and the assurances of the type of permitting reform in infrastructure that I've seen are good. I happen to be the ranking member of the Transportation and Infrastructure Subcommittee, so the EPW surface transportation bill that passed unanimously out of committee is the basis for the surface transportation part of this bill. And so while I can't say that I'm going to vote for final passage yet, Leanne, at this point, I think the motion to proceed is appropriate.